everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be testing out some new products, at least new to me. Some of these are newer on the market, like the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, and then the Nabla Side by Side palette. Everything else I think has been out for a while, but like I said, I haven't used them yet. Well, one correction, I have used the Nabla palette once or twice, but you've got all these shades that I haven't gotten to yet, so it's still rather new. So if you want to see how these perform, stay tuned, and if I can remember, I will come back tonight before I wash my face and kind of show you what it's looking like. So I prime my eyes with the NYX Glitter Glue, which has been on the market for quite a few years, but I've been watching Sarah Rose on YouTube and she's been raving about this, not just to hold your glitters, but just as a general eye primer. So I wanted to give it a try. I'm just gonna dip into bronzer and put that all over the lid. Actually, that is deeper than I thought it was. So I'm just going to put that in the crease. It's just going to be a messy base, essentially. Okay, so I'm going for like a gray smoky look. So I'm going to take Cubism with a more defined crease, brush and be a little more precise with that. Now I'm going to take, I just dug my nail into one of the shadows. I'm going to take the shade Clan up here, which is a deeper gray, kind of grayish brown, and concentrate that in the outer corner. Okay, I'm going to take my first blending brush, which may have some of that Bonjour shade still on it, but just to kind of mesh and blend everything together. With my finger, I'm going to take this shimmery gray pewter called Love Ritual and put that all over the lid. I'm also going to take that same shade and kind of put it in my crease. This I do because of my hooded eyes. I also kind of like the look of shimmer in the crease, so it works. Alright, I'm going to wet my brush and take that Love Ritual shade and see if I can get a little more what's the word I'm looking for? Shine impact on the lid. Okay. I mean, it kind of worked. It's a really pretty color as is, but I love really in-your-face shimmers. So I actually think I'm going to take this Moondust shadow from Urban Decay in Space Cowboy. The product is not new, but they've recently reformulated. So it's a vegan formula and it's the cutest new packaging. And so this kind of has like no base with like silver and gold shimmer. So I'm just going to take my finger and tap that kind of in the center. Yeah, that gives it some more pop. I like that. Okay. So I am going to try, I guess you would call it a graphic liner look. Not really. I'm going to do a wing, but I want to use white eyeliner instead. This could go totally wrong, but we'll see. And maybe if I don't like the white, I can put a shadow on top of it. Okay, I think because it's white, it's not going over the shadow like the best, but I don't hate it. So I'm going to finish the other eye and I'll be right back. Not my best work, but I'm still kind of perfecting my winged eyeliner technique, especially because of my hooded eyes. So do they match? No, we're going with it. However, I think it's too stark white for this look, so I'm just gonna take a liner brush and the shade Rarity and go over it with that. Okay, so now it's just kind of, I think it's just not a great eyeliner, because it's like cracking and picking up. So let's start over. Okay, so I took all that off and then did everything the same minus the white eyeliner. I'm just, it could be me, it could be the product, it could be a combination of both. But I'm gonna move on. I am now going to take all those same colors and put them on the lower lash line. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at there for now. So the next product I have is a primer from Covergirl, and it's their Pore Minimizing Primer, and let's just smack this on my face. It has a fragrance, like a fresh, I don't know, makes me think of like a hand lotion type fragrance. So it feels more like I'm putting on a moisturizer. I guess I should have done one side first and compared if it's actually minimizing pores. Okay. It's a very nice scent. It's like, I don't think it's overpowering, and it's probably not gonna linger, so. Like I said, I should have done a side by side, but I don't see a noticeable difference, so let's just move on. I'm gonna actually do concealer first. I have this Bare Minerals correcting concealer in light 2. So I'm gonna do this and then before my foundation, so if I need to brighten up, the foundation will do it. So I'm trying to kind of cancel out the darkness. So what do you think? I didn't want to put too much on, and when I put the foundation on, I'm gonna bring it up to my under eyes. It feels nice and moisturizing, and not like greasy feeling, so I'm really enjoying the consistency. Of course, I'm not exactly sure how much I should use, so I don't want to overdo it. Alright, I am going to just take a sponge and kind of tap that in. And I got this for the under eyes, but I was gonna like spot conceal right there. Now I'm gonna see how the foundation performs. Alright, so I picked up the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream in Fair 120 Neutral. So I am going to use my sponge to apply that. And I actually have a palette, so I'm just gonna squeeze. Okay, I'm gonna do more like a pump and a half because it wasn't a full pump the first time. And just work that on. I think that looks pretty good, but I still need to work on my under eyes. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of my tried and true Milani Conceal and Perfect. I have the shade 100, just a little bit to kind of help brighten on top of that corrector. What do we think? What do we think? I don't know. It's a little more product than I want under my eyes, but I think I just need to figure out the right way to use that corrector. So we're gonna move on. I have this e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, and of course, oh, there's the shade, in Light. So I'm just gonna use this to set my under eyes. Okay, that looks really nice for a powder, and I'm pretty picky when it comes to powders just because I feel like I have the driest under eyes on the planet. But so far so good. And I just did my under eyes and the tip of my nose that I have the redness that's really hard to conceal. So. Alright, next I have blush and highlight. So I got this Salt New York mini palette, and then I picked out 4 of the cream cheek tints. I did get a bronzer shade, but mine came smush, so they're sending me a new one. So I'm just not going to do bronzer today. I don't feel like pulling out a product that's not new to me. So with this eye look, this is Rose and this is Spiced. And then I got the Pearl highlight. So which one? I kind of am feeling Spice, so I am going to apply it with my fingers and then use my sponge to blend it out. Or do I want to use a brush? Let's just do my fingers today. Okay, that is gorgeous, and it's easy to build it, so you're not gonna overdo it. Oh my god, I'm very impressed. I'm actually gonna build that up. I really like that. Oh yes, okay. I've been on a huge cream blush bronzer highlight kick, and this is just helping feed into that obsession. And then I'm going to take some of the Pearl cream highlight with my finger. That's a nice natural glow, as natural as makeup can be. I like that. Okay. The real test now is the lasting power and whether these products will fade. I'm going to take a brush and put the cream highlight in my inner corner. I don't have a new brow product, so I'm going to pop on my Flower Beauty Fiber Fix Brow Gel in Brunette, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now I'm just going to set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter. Nothing new, it's actually like my favorite setting spray. Alright, for mascara, this is not technically a new mascara. It's the Covergirl Exhibitionist, which I've used before, but this is the waterproof version. That is new to me. And I believe it was Holly Beth Makeup on Instagram. I saw using this to help like keep her lashes curled. And I've just learned that the problem with my lashes is that it's not necessarily the length, it's that they're stick straight. So I'm going to curl my lashes and then put a couple coats of this on. Alright, that's the finished look. I didn't have a new lip product, so I just popped on my favorite lip gloss, which is the Tower 28 Lip Jelly in Cashew. So let's take a look. I really like my eyes, and we'll have to see if my lashes stay curled by the end of the night. My skin is looking really nice, especially for something that's a little more full coverage than I'm used to, or prefer these days. I still think the cream, this hair is in my way. I still think the cream blush and highlight is gorgeous, and I'm pretty pleased with everything right now. I can't really speak to the primer yet. That's something I'm just gonna have to use more, and I'll let you know. And the plan is to come back in a month or two, and give you kind of mini reviews on all these and my final thoughts. But I can tell you for sure that the Salt New York cream products are by far what I'm most excited about and what I'm most excited to continue to use. So that was like my number one, the what do you want to call it? The biggest hit today. But I will pop on later at the end of the night before I take my makeup on. No, before I take my makeup off and show you what everything looks like, make note of anything important, and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, it's been about 5-6 hours since I applied everything, and for the most part it looks pretty good. I think that NYX eyeshadow primer did do a really good job, and the mascara is actually, compared to what I usually see, the mascara is maintaining the curl. Cheek products still on, and when I look in the light I can still see the highlight, so that's good. Foundation, it could look better. It does look a little bit dry, but I don't know, I'll still play around with it. Considering it's been a few hours, I'm not going to like say too bad about it. But I think next time I'm gonna use less product, because I did use like a pump and a half, so we'll see. I think under my eyes I just have too much product. I don't know if you can see, just too much product. So I'm gonna play around with that concealer, and remember I did put a different concealer on top. So I'm just gonna play around with that some more, because I liked how the e.l.f. setting powder looked on top initially, but my under eyes are just a ordeal these days, no matter what I use. So definitely gonna continue to use everything, come back like I mentioned and do some mini reviews, but I'd say this is pretty much a success with these new products. So I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments what you think worked best, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.